So one of the challenges that we have in the big data environment and the data space in general is how do I provide data to my data scientists to be able to look at, understand, try to provide value and work with data. And typically in the traditional data space, we would use the data warehouse for that, the production data warehouse, which means there's a lot of controls. It's difficult for us to get data in that maybe we want to experiment with, that we're not sure if it's good or not. That process of vetting that data and getting it into the data warehouse just to run an experiment to see am I getting value out of it was lengthy. In the modern data architecture where we have the concept of a data lake, we can do that much more easily. And so what we do is we can split our data lake into a production area and a discovery area. So what do I mean by that? We can have the data that we know, that we trust, that we've vetted, move into our production area where we store it, we clean it, we have it governed and managed, and then we can have a discovery area where our data scientists can pull from the production area of the data that we understand and know, and also pull from maybe a data set that they've purchased online, or maybe it is sentiment data from Twitter, and they can combine that all together and run their experiments and see if we can get value. Once they have value, we can then put a process in place to be able to promote that, that valuable insight that we've got back into the production area so that our IT counterparts can maintain that data moving forward and make sure that we continue to get those insights. But the difference here is, in the past, all of that has had to happen in our data warehouse, and that's been challenging because we don't want to put data that we're not sure about in the data warehouse. In the big data environment, in a data lake, we can pull that data in, store it in our discovery area, combine that with data from our production area where we understand and have good information and metadata and quality data sets available to us, put it all together and be able to work with that, and then eventually, if we get insight, promote that back to production. And if we don't, we can get rid of it and move on to the next thing. So having a process to be able to do that quickly and easily and efficiently, again, ties to what we're trying to accomplish, which is using data to get value as quickly as we can in those 2-week sprints if we're running in an Agile process.